Hi guys, this is my latest review of both the Aviva Premiership Round 14 and the RBS Six Nations Round 3. Apologies it's so late, but you know, as I said before I went skiing, I was going skiing, and unfortunately I have not recently been able to produce my videos due to that minor inconvenience. Unfortunately those videos cannot be caught back upon, as you know, it's a stressful moment of the year with upcoming exams and all that. So yes, we'll continue the series from here though. My next one on the round 15 Aviva Premiership action will come this Sunday as scheduled. But we'll start with round 14 of the Aviva Premiership action. It started with the Sale Sharks, who had recently been defeated by the Worcester Warriors. Worcester's first win in 13 games. Yeah, it's been a while for them. The Sale Sharks drew 36 with Saracens top of the table. Saracens have lost one this season, and this is the only other game apart from their defeat that they have not won, and that was due to a draw with Sale, which was a very impressive performance from Sale. They could have actually won it themselves had Danny Cipriani been on his game. There's currently a bit of speculation that Ryan Lamb might be going to the Sale Sharks, and Danny Cipriani next year is scheduled to return to his roots with the Wasps. So that will be quite interesting. We move on. My team, the Worcester Warriors, they were in action on Saturday as well. They had a good first half. They were winning 15-12 at the break, and it went downhill from there. Let's be honest, it is Worcester Warriors. It went to 18-17 at one point, I think, and that was the last time the Worcester Warriors had the lead. A couple of iffy decisions by referee Matthew Carley, but you know, Worcester have to dig themselves out of this hole. They can't continuously blame it on the refereeing trend reports, as Dean Ryan has recently. That is a factor, but the fact is you've got to play, you've got to perform, and that's currently something they're not quite doing. They lost to Northampton in the end, 38-18. As I say, the scoreline does not reflect the performance. As you can, of course, click underneath my I'll link every single video in the comments for this. Okay, so I'll put that in below, and then you can see every single game apart from the RBS Six Nations. Gloucester, they played Newcastle, and Newcastle, of course, third from bottom, sitting 10th in the table. They face Gloucester, as I say. Gloucester won comfortably there with James Hook putting in a man of the match performance. Gloucester winning 32-6 on the day. Exeter on Sunday, we had 3 games scheduled. We start with Exeter Bath. Bath are not having the best seasons in comparison to last year's, you know, being in the final and all that. They are now playing very poorly. They're 9th in the table, and only 5 points ahead of 11th, which is not a great place to be at all. And they did put in a performance against Exeter. It doesn't reflect in the scoreline. Exeter, though, just outclassed them in the end, 26-17 on the day. The Leicester Tigers faced bottom of the table London Irish on the weekend, and they won comfortably there, 47-20. They had the bonus point by half time, and you know, London Irish were never going to come back into it, but fair play to them. They stuck at it in the second half to get 3 tries, but unfortunately they didn't quite nab the bonus point for 4 tries, because that could be significant come the end of the season. We move on. Wasps, they faced Quins, and it was meant to be an interesting game, and it was interesting. First 20 minutes was very even. It was Wasps, then Quins. It was end-to-end stuff. It was 0-0 until the first try of the game from the Wasps. They went on to win 42 points to 10. It just shows that really you've got to maintain a performance throughout a game, and that's something Quins, like the Worcester Warriors at the moment, were not doing. And with Wasps winning, the main reason why the Quins lost that game was scrummaging. Lambert had an awful game at scrum time, let's be honest. We'll move on to the Six Nations, the RBI Six Nations round 3. Wales faced France to start with. It was always going to be a tough, gritty affair. French apart from the English, were the only side to have not been beaten as of yet. But Wales were the people who stood in their way. They won 19-10 against the French. Wayne Barnes did not have a good day at all in the office. His refereeing was absolutely horrific, and at least 2 penalty tries could have been given to the French, saying that the Welsh did play well to get the win, considering there was a bit of argy-bargy quite a few times. We move on. Italy faced Scotland, and Scotland were likely to struggle in this game. Actually, they have of late struggled against the Italian outfit, and that's exactly what they did this week. That's exactly what they didn't do this week, sorry. They won 36-20. The Italians were the ones who, as a matter of fact, struggled, but it was labelled the wooden spoon winners contest. So, unfortunately for Scotland, unfortunately for Italy, sorry, Scotland beat them, and, well done Scotland, they definitely performed better. We move on. England, the only side to remain unbeaten after they beat Ireland 21-10 on the weekend, and they definitely deserved the victory. They definitely played better in the first half. They dominated in possession. The only thing with the first half, as Eddie Jones said at half-time, they didn't really take the points in the first half. However, in the second half, they took the points. They got the tries, Anthony Watson and Mike Brown scoring. Definitely deserved the victory. Ireland still yet to get the win with their one draw on the board, but it's not good enough, really. As long as they can beat the Italians, they'll be fine. Right, that's the end of this review then. As I say, I'll link every single Aviva Premiership game from round 14 in the comments below, and I'll see you on Sunday, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye. Have a good one.